Hi everyone, Paige here from the PMN News team. Today I'm very blessed to be joined with our interim CEO here at the Pacific Media Network, Sara Jane, to discuss life as a Pacifica working mom, especially under this new online home learning education system. Welcome, Sara Jane.
Hello, Paige. How's it going?
It's going good here. Things are still turning. The news is still happening. But I want to know how it's going at your household. Term 2 has started, and I know you have 4 kids. You've got 3 already in primary school and 1 about to start primary school. So how has it been adjusting to the government's new online home education system?
Well, it's been a massive change. It's been probably first couple of days quite overwhelming. You know, as a mom trying to settle in the kids because I am home, so they know I'm home, so they want me more around to answer all their questions and problems and hunger. And yeah, so it's been a big adjustment. We've got like heaps of devices at home as well. So like trying to connect multiple devices onto our broadband at one time has been a challenge. So yeah, it's been quite overwhelming.
And how have your children responded to this new online education system?
Well, actually, to be honest, they really love it. Like, they love that they're allowed to go on the computers now, almost self-directed, because obviously mum's upstairs in her office doing her thing. I'm setting all the kids like their tasks and then going down and checking it, but they have like a lot of independence around the learning that they do. So with my at our school that the kids are at, we have a program called Class Dojo, so that kind of connects with the parents, and you can screen what's happening with your children's learning. And then there's Google Classroom, which my older daughter uses as well. So they really like it, and then they can have their play on the tramp and then eat all the food in our household. Like,
That must be crazy. And I'm actually curious, because how much teacher interaction do they get per day? I'm sure teachers have big classes, so how much time are they getting with their teacher?
Yeah, well, with my twin boys that are nearly 7, they have about half an hour on Zoom calls, actually, which is pretty cool, because some of my other friends don't have that one-to-one Zoom. So in our school, they have a Zoom conference with their other friends in their class with their teachers. So that's more small learning, like maybe there could be 5 to 10 kids on Zoom at once. And then with my older daughter, she's year 6, so she does virtual contact mainly with her friends on like their virtual classroom, and then the teacher is just across it via emails pretty consistently, and they have a work schedule that comes out with their timetable of activities to do. So it's a lot more interaction now with teachers and parents, because parents have to, well, for my younger children, we have to set up the Zoom call. We have to make sure that they're uploading their portfolios for the teachers to check. So there is a lot more like intervention now, where we have to come in and upload the work and oversee it to make sure they're completing it.
Yeah, I was going to ask, like, what pressures are you feeling as a Pacifica mom with this online learning system that you're trying to navigate your way through?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, like as a mum with IT, it was just making sure that they're protected from the internet, because my kids are so young, and obviously I'm in the house, but they've got work to do. So it was really good that the Ministry of Education put out the net safe security measures for the devices, which stops access to sites that kids might just stumble on while they're researching for their work and that sort of thing. I think as a Pacific mum, I'm so happy that a lot more Pacific kids have immediately caught up on access by having digital tools to be able to connect in with eClassroom. classrooms and e-learning, because there has been that divide around having access, who has a device and who doesn't. So it's been really great to see a lot of our Pacific kids just automatically have the resources they need to be able to take part in education. For my kids, we didn't get any laptops dropped off. So they have mum's old laptop computer and my broken, like, slow tablet and my mobile when they need it. So, hey, it does the job. It keeps them connected. And a lot of it is writing and drawing and artwork, which they can do by themselves. And then I will, like, take a picture and upload it onto their class learning dialogue and that sort of thing. So it's just a big adjustment.
Yeah, and I was going to ask, do you feel as a parent supported by the government to assist your kids learning online?
Well, I definitely think the school's response it has been really positive. There's been a lot of engagement from all levels. Like, we've got messages that have come out from the Board of Trustees, which is being affirmed by the principal, and then the one-to-one engagement from the teachers. So I think it's been quite good that the access for the digital learning has happened so quickly. So it'll be interesting to see what happens when we move into a lockdown 3, but definitely I feel I've had a lot of support that's been needed from the government. It's just the practical application as a mum being at home, which the government can't really have much say over when you've got, like, 4 needy kids and hungry kids and energetic kids. So you have to have patience.
Yes, I bet. I can only imagine. But, and how are you? You're a mother, you're a CEO, and I'm sure your other roles as well. How are you balancing it all during this time?
Well, I try and make sure I get some fresh air every day. I think it's really important just to go out and get a change of scenery, go for a walk. So I make sure I force myself to do that. It is a big juggle and it's not easy. Like, things come up every day that is different. Like, the internet might go down, or, you know, with my youngest son, he's really wanting to go to school and he can't right now. So I think it's more challenging, you know, having a 4-year-old about to turn 5. He sees all his older brothers and sisters with their laptops and with their schoolwork and with their teachers, and he really wants to be able to engage like that. So he needs to have activities that are just for him. And then obviously there's all the usual things, like making sure they are fed and that they have activity, trying to get a balance of the school learning that comes through, and then just chilling out. Like, sometimes you just need to watch a movie with your kids and just relax.
Yeah, no. And so what advice would you give, or encouragement you would give, to other Pacifica families or parents who might be struggling, who might not have the same resources as other families during this time of online home learning?
Yeah, well, it's quite interesting because my husband and I, we have quite an interesting dynamic. Like, when the learning first came out, I was like, oh my gosh, we've got to get all our Zoom going, download all our activities, get all the portfolios ready. And my husband was like, can you just chill? It's okay. They're not gonna, like, not improve over the next, like, 3 or 4 weeks, because it's experiential as well. So learning from at home is somewhat different, and learning will always kind of take place sort of not really textbook anyway. So I am finding that I just need to relax, not get frustrated if the internet doesn't work, and not get worried if my kids aren't completing their tasks every day, and also just have fun in their new learning. Like, for example, one of the kids' activities was to create an in-house obstacle course. So
Oh, wow.
it was cool, like seeing them like get really creative about building their in-house obstacle course, and then they had to film it and then take part in it. So that brought a lot of laughter into the house, but then they had to like tidy it up afterwards, and like chairs were broken and jandals were eaten by our dogs. So
Oh my gosh.
it was really crazy.
Oh, that's awesome to hear.
I think the other cool thing, like in our household for Pasifika, we have intergenerational living. So there's 3 generations in our house. The kids have their papa and their great auntie. And so a lot of the time where I'm like in my room working, having their grandparents and great aunties around has been great for the kids, because they really get to engage with their nganganga more, and we do our loko every night after dinner, and it's sort of those things that I haven't really done with my kids that the grandparents can pass down to my children, and that's something that I'm really cherishing, bringing up all my local songs, staying awake during the prayer. So yeah.
Oh, that's awesome that you guys are incorporating some cultural learning. I guess it's the great thing about online home learning, is that you can incorporate lessons that you think are important to your children as well, especially our culture, our history. So hopefully more parents get into that as well, whether they're Tongan, Niuean, they can just incorporate those little lessons, like you said. But thank you, Sara Jane, for giving your time to speak with us here at the PMN News team. We really appreciate it. Just hearing a little insight of what some Pasifika families and parents are going through, because I'm sure other families are going through the exact same thing. So we really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, and to all those parents out there, just keep it cool, go for a walk, and try not to open the fridge too much like I am right now.
Oh gosh, the struggle is real to keep it closed.
So real.
All right, guys, and for more updates, you can go to pmnnews.co.nz. Cheers.